So now you've got to dream love. Who do you want to be? Dream love. Who do you want to talk to when you're alone? Who do you want to be when you leave this world? Bad days turns into good.
Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay it's gonna be. Trust me.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I know people are probably going to be coming in the meantime, but let's get this party started. I know there's a lot of people that are streaming live. So I know that we just need to band together. So today I had to go to Quest and get some blood work done. And I ran into someone that it works for a legal office. Now, when they work for the legal office, they said that they worked in a certain practice. And I was like, oh, I called this lawyer, blah, 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 blah. Not mentioning names because that's what the lawyer said, you know, so that way they're not bombarded by nastiness. They're willing to take on Scientology and they're willing to go the distance. Because this is where we need that soundtrack in the background. Like, you know, we're going the distance. But as people are coming in, we'll just continue to explain it. So I know a lot of people already know about it because I was so excited. I could not help it. I had to tell as many people as I possibly can. I text everyone. Almost everyone in my phone book got text. So it's literally, you know, the best way I can explain the situation is there is a retainer of $6,400. And once we have the retainer of $6,400, they're filing court documentation that'll basically state that my dad is not competent to make decisions on his own, that he has been inside of a cult since 1980. Well, technically 83, but, you know, he's technically worked for Scientology since 1977. So because he's worked so long, we're going to basically go after it where he's had no contact with his family. He's had zero interest in being my dad, except when I was a Sea Org member. Then he was all about like how proud he was of me. He said that he, you know, understood that I was gay. He even made a joke that there's only one gay person per family. At least I think it was a joke. I'm really, you know, because either which way, he said that we would continue talking. And then lo and behold, I call my dad and then I'm told that he's dead and the person hangs up on me. So for almost for 20 years, guys, I've been living with the idea that I thought my dad was dead. And then I find out that literally, you know, when they call and ask you to pay a freeloader debt, that means that they've escaped. So he escaped almost a year and a half ago, almost. It's almost been a year and a half. And so at this point in time, I crazy love is love. I do see you, Nora. I see Care for GC. I see you all. I'm sorry. It's just going by so fast that I'm just trying to explain to everybody what's going on. If you have questions, please throw it in there. I know my Venmo, my PayPal are going to be popping up. We're going to figure out a way to set up a GoFundMe or do one of those. Unless we get it all on Venmo or PayPal, we're going to keep track of everything. So that way we know exactly how much has been raised. Hey, Lindsay, long time no see. Sorry I missed your notification. Yes, taking the bull by the horns and lawyering up. Love it, Liz. You're going to crush this thing, right? I'm going to get my dad back. And once that happens, that I win, then that means every single one of us that has parents in there, whether it be Laura, whether it be, oh God, I just met this amazing man this weekend. Hold on one second. You know, Jason Spolino, met him. He was so amazing and so kind and so sweet and the cutest little dancer I've ever seen in my whole life. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Blake, for the super chat. I love your face. How's your lip doing? But that's how things are going. So I reached out to Natalie to tell her the amazing news. Of course, my wife knows. I haven't told my mom, but literally it's, you know, I told everyone. I reached out to every single person I can possibly think of so that we can band together and do this. Because if we can get one out, just one, if we get one out, that means we can get them all. All of the kids can finally get their parents. Now, the thing about it, because I don't have room for him at my house, something will set up with one of the foundations, whether it's Aftermath, whether it's the SPTV Foundation to help get my dad situated. And then, you know, hopefully one of his sisters or his brothers can help him out. That way we can have a place for him to go no matter what. And so once we get him out, that's the best thing that we can do. We can literally band together. We win. I get my dad. My dad comes out of the cult. We get him to wake up. We get him to realize what's going on. And then from realizing what's going on, the rest of us can get our family. You know, every single person in this chat is part of my family. Progress towards actual saving people. Yes. Would you consider a class action suit? I've tried so many different lawyers, and a lot of people don't want to take on Scientology, unfortunately. And the class actions that I do have is, you know, what I've been through. So yes, Rika, absolutely. Operation Free Bob Ferris. That's right. Hashtag Save Bob Ferris. All that we need to do. But we basically just one person at a time. If each one of my subscribers donates $2, then literally we will be there in no time. And I don't know what else to do. I'm reaching out as a ditch effort. I thought this LA trip would be the last one, but then I finally got someone that's willing to say, you know what, Scientology? No, you don't get another one of our parents. You don't get to work them to death. You don't. You no longer will get to work Bob Ferris to death. You will let me have my dad because I'm not giving up. I'm going down swinging, and I'm going to make sure every single person knows exactly what goes on inside Scientology's walls, exactly the crap that you go through. And when you're live, if you have a chance, watch Laura FM's live. I know she's live. Watch Kelly's live. When you see a person dressed in all black, that is a rehabilitation project for his person. It used to be gray and black, but now it's all black. And then they say, oh, this is just my uniform. No, it's a t-shirt and some black jeans. But if you notice, nobody's talking to them. If another Sea Org is nearby, they're not saying hello. They're not saying good morning. They're not saying good afternoon. They're not asking, hey, how's your day? Because why? The RPF still exists. So as long as they are there, as long as we have breath in us, let's fight. Let's fight together. Let's get all our parents out. Not a streamer, bro. I wish you were a streamer because that's an amazing name. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than you know. Every little bit helps. Every little bit gets us to where we need to go. Crafty Carrie and VA, welcome to the family. Belinda, welcome to the family. We have Honor from the Room Raid. Thank you so very much. Liz, can we ask Poe and Chad to do a chatathon? I'm game for anything. To get my dad out, I'm game for anything. There's no hold bars, no nothing. Let's stand together. Let's unite. We'll stand hand in hand. It'll be like, you know, what we truly need. Because if this is literally the chance that we have to get him out, then that is a chance we have to take. I know I have to take it. I have to try everything I possibly can to get my dad out. Belinda, thank you for the... Wow, I just... Okay, I don't have my glasses, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'll work on getting my glasses, but thank you so very much. But yes, thank you for the room raid. Thank you. Flea Dog, room raid. Hashtag Free Bob Ferris. That's right. Room raid from Nora's channel. Get your dad out of F Sciento. That's right. Donna Hannah. I love you, Liz. I'm so happy for you. This is going to happen. Yes, it is. Because we're going to band together. Each and every single one of us will band together and get this done. Because you know what? All the second gens, third gens, fourth gens, You know, you've got Tori that I just met, who is like the sweetest lady I've ever met in my entire life. You know, honestly, the sweetest person. It was, you know, it gave me a new vamp. So originally what had happened was if someone tries to blow, now the police normally bring them back for some reason. But if someone tries to blow, which means leaving Scientology without permission, what that basically means is they will start calling people to ask for their freeloader. And it's their way of trying to get the person, find out if the person's there. I didn't know that it was a way to find out if my dad was at my house, because if he was at my house, I would have hidden him. I would have gladly hidden him. And you know what? You know, Robert Forrest Ferris, we got you. We're coming. We're coming. Just know that, Scientology. Osa, when you watch, just know I'm coming for my dad. You cannot stop this, because if he can't answer every single question that the lawyer imposes, guess what? I win. If he doesn't show up, I win. That's how it works. Okay. Irrelevant Panda, just sent you a Venmo to get your dad. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. How do I donate to get your money if nobody takes a percentage out? The only ones that don't take a percentage, I believe, are Venmo and PayPal, because you wait for like the amount of time to pass for it to transfer it, and they don't take any money if you wait. Now, if you hold it or try to get them to get it to you immediately, then they take like a small percentage. But I'm just going to leave everything in there until we have all of the funds. And that way I can tell the person, we've got it. Here it is. This is what's going on. Let's go forward. Where do we need to file? And because trust me, I've contacted lawyers from Los Angeles, from San Francisco, New York, Texas. I've contacted lawyers in Placerville, in Marysville. Like, I've contacted so many lawyers, and a lot of people didn't want to take the case. And we finally have someone willing to take this case. So it is amazing. It is absolute. I'm shaking. I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled that progress is finally being made in the right direction to get people out, because that's the trick, is getting people out of Scientology. And you know what? It wouldn't have happened had I not gone to Laura FM's show and just got to hear her songs, her music. Is my dad in good health? He, as far as I know, he is. Everything that I've heard, he is. He's still a pack-a-day smoker, which I don't know how he affords it. Let's be realistic, guys. Cigarettes are now like $10 in some areas, 15 in others. And in some states, I've heard people spending $20 on a pack. If it gets to be $20 a pack, that's half your week's pay for us. Just what, you're going to ration it to like how many cigarettes per day? So I don't know, because he's always been a smoker. But yeah, send his friends and family. That's right. Friends and family. Can SPTV help with some of the legal? I don't know. I talked to Natalie, but I know that they are helping me with my therapy. So I want to see what we can do before we try to approach that information, because I don't want to take away from someone that's already in need. And I'm already getting assistance with that. So I don't want to hurt anybody else's chance of getting assistance from any of the foundations. But I've definitely called everyone and let, you know, as many people as I possibly can know. Mama Opal, so good to see you. Donated with PayPal. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Marina sent my $2. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Doc, so happy for you, Liz. Yes. Yes. You know, it's about time that I got my veteran Irish beautiful father out of this cult, so that he can actually be a father, so that he can be there for me. And you know what? If he wants to garden, he can garden. If he wants to read books for the rest of his time, read a book. If you want to become a painter, become a painter. If you want to travel the world, travel the world. Wait a minute. Cigs are 26 pounds in Ireland. Oh, yeah, no, I'd quit smoking. I'd quit smoking at that very thing. I would quit smoking. Thank you so very much for the super chats, everyone. Question, what did you mean your dad escaped? Hopefully I answered that one already. Elaine Bradley, sounds like being shunned, like they do in the Amish. It's pretty much a shunning, but to the extreme. So like if you have a job outside of the church, and you work for someone in Scientology, you can technically be fired and sent about your merry way. It doesn't matter. They'll put you on, you have parents in there. Some parents will put you on the street and not give a shit just so that they can, oops, bad word. Just so that they can literally do whatever it is that they want. You know, they want to stay inside this cult. So while they're staying inside this cult, you know, their kid is out on the street trying to fend for themselves. Look at what they did to my buddy Serge, you know, and all the shit that he had to go through, you know. And I just got to do dinner with him. Well, technically it was an early dinner only because we were going to be driving for so long, but I got to see him and I got to hug him. And, you know, it's amazing, but we need to band together and actually do this to get him out. If we can get Bob Ferris out, we can get Laura's dad, we can get the Spallinos out, we can get so many parents out, so many aunts, so many uncles, you know, we can get our family back. I literally have chills. This is going to end Scientology. Yes, it possibly could, because if one of us can get our parent, then all of us can. Question, I'm confused. He blew, he could be anywhere. How do you know he's at the bases? Because the police officer verified his driver's license. Well, technically not his driver's license. His California state ID had just recently been renewed. And when that was renewed, he showed proof of who he was by showing his California state ID, and it said Robert Ferris. So the officer talked to him. I've talked to the police. I've let them know what's going on, so that way they have a heads up on everything that I'm doing, so that way it's not a surprise, especially if people start showing up at Gold Base again. I'm going to try to reach out to Confident Chris, because Confident Chris was the first person that I saw go to Gold and actually brought people with him. So I'm going to be reaching out to every single person I can possibly think of to let them know what's going on, so that way we do this. Cheryl, longtime lurker, this is amazing. Yes, it is. Thank you so very much for the super chat. So far, they haven't put him at any of the other bases, but either which way, let's say they move him. So the lawyer said, let's say they move him from Gold and they move him to another state. It's okay, because if he doesn't show up at court, I automatically win. So he has to be there to show that information, or I can win. I win, and you're going down Scientology. I'm getting my dad out no matter what. So he can either show up and prove himself, and then he can have a conversation with myself. He can have a conversation with my mom, and he's like just like the First Amendment. He's going to have to listen. You have to do what you have to do for court. It's legal. It's binding. So this is the best news that I've had in so long, that even all of the medical that I've been going through, all the fact that my neuralgia is going crazy right now, and doesn't even matter to me, because this is the best news that I've gotten in so long, that all we can basically do is stand up and say, enough is enough. Blake, fear is a mind killer only. Confront your fear. You will find the narrow way through every time. Yes. DOA's megaphone, I love you. Sending all the love and light, my friend. Thank you so very much. Which branch of the military? He is Air Force. Well, technically he was Air Force. He served his 4 years in Air Force. So he has stuff set up. Now, if they are using his military pension and all of that information from, now I don't know if he gets a pension, but I know he does qualify for a lot of things because he did serve his time. But yes, they are $50 in Australia. It's crazy. Yeah, I'd quit smoking. $50. That would be like, no, I'm good. That, how many bills that could cover? That could cover one of my doctor's visits. And I still have a doctor's visit coming up where we have to pay out of pocket, but it's the only specialist that could see me within at least a 6 to 8 month period. And we have to find out what caused the pulmonary embolism, so that way I don't die in the process of all of this. Sorry, I'm hoping that we can go as long as I can. I'm going to try to get to everyone's questions. Did you complete the form? Fat Grammy got done by ex-Scientology members, so the DOJ knows about the abuse. Yes, I've also reached out to the DOJ. They're fully aware of it. Indigo Twin, congratulations. Truly excited for you. Thank you so very, very much. This is like when Laura D got her PC folder during her case. Now anyone can call and demand theirs as well. Nice. It's that amazing. That amazing. Absolutely. Indigo Twin, your success will cause a domino effect, Liz. I have a good feeling about this. Me too. Me too. And I had to call Laura. Well, I called the wife, let her know what the lawyer said. I'm going to fill her in more detail when she gets home. But literally right now, we're doing everything we possibly can to get him out. So if you're watching this live, please help. Every little tiny bit helps. And if you're watching this on replay, don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe, follow along on this journey. And soon I will be talking about, for those of you that don't know my story, I'll be going into detail about the abuse that I suffered in Scientology. I'll be going over the abuse that I suffered that was covered up by Scientology, where I was almost beaten to death. Let's not admit all the times that I had black eyes, or the fact that I had I've broken almost every bone in my body because of some hardcore abuse. I've watched people lose fingers, not people. I shouldn't say people, because they were kids just like me. Okay. I was 7 years old when I watched a 9-year-old cut his fingers off in the bread slicer. And you know what they did? Said that he pulled it in. So let's end this pulling it in. What did you do to pull this in? Let's end this. Because you know what did you do to pull me in, Scientology? What did you do? You abused me. You covered it up. Not only did you cover it up, you treated so many of us like garbage, like we were just here for punches. So now we're coming to take our punches and our revenge back. I live in Bulgaria. Cigarettes are about $3 here. 20 sounds insane, right? Mama, I'm so happy for you. I got you on my phone and DOA on my iPad. DOA's chat is sending you so much love. That it's amazing. It's amazing. MD Mita, you plan on going to gold? If you go to gold, you let me know. You let me know. We'll figure something out. I'll get you whatever it is that you need. I'll tell you every detail I possibly can, so that way you can be safe there. Mary, oh, good to see you again. Liz, never give up, never back down. We're all behind you. We are an army of love. Yes, we are. We are an army band together. Are there statements we could send that could help your case? Absolutely. If anybody wants to, you can send them to P.O. Box 1786. I'll go ahead and see if the amazing Mandy can pop it up. But you can literally just send it to P.O. Box 1786 and just let them know, what goes on in there. If you have stories about what happened, as far as I know, he was an E something. It was, his sister told me, but it's been so long. But he was basically, one of the top mechanics. He repaired the, flight stuff, all the airplanes. He was an engine specialist. So I don't know what that means in military terms. I've tried asking a friend that just retired from the Navy, but also spent time in the Air Force. And she said it could mean a variety of different things, from, depending if he had stripes, if he had college behind him. He did not have college behind him, not that I know of, but he definitely had wicked brains. Oneida, thank you so very much for the hope. I appreciate you and love you. Thank you so very, very much. Indigo Twin, Liz, you are truly strong. If you need anything, an ear, a joke, whatever, I'm here. DMs are always open. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Room raid from Windy City. Thank you so much, Wendy. Dr. Liz, would it be easier if one of them came on streams and read the comments so you can answer them? Am I boo-booing the comments? Am I reading them too fast? Okay. All right. Freebird, welcome to, if I have not said welcome to you, you are, truly welcome. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you so very much for helping. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Let's just know you're okay. Just worried for your lungs and pain. Yeah, I know I'm my heart is racing. My watch keeps telling me that my heart rate is too elevated, but I'm so excited that yes. Question was, sending a letter mean something from a never in like me, since I don't know him? Should I phrase the letter to should the letter, wait a minute, should I phrase letter the letter? However you want to phrase it would be perfect, because if it's emails, I'm just going to print it all up and do all of that information. Do we have Rabbit in the chat? Is Rabbit here? Oh. So great to see you, Liz. You're amazing. Rabbit, thank you so very, very much. We're doing everything we possibly can to raise the $6,400 and get the lawyer. So one of us wins, we can all win. We can band together, stand united, actually make steps forward to get him out. Now, for any of you wondering if I'm going to say the lawyer's name, no, I'm not. Because they're already going to be calling lawyer after lawyer to see who I've reached out to. And, this is definitely one of those big things. All right. And if everybody's saying hi to Rabbit, but yes, it's amazing. It's amazing steps forward. Because again, with one domino falling, another one falls and another one falls and another one falls, and we all get our family back. Because you know what? People need their families. Not only have you all become my family, you've all become my friends. You know what? My best man is Pearl Snappy. When I get married to the love of my life, it's going to be Pearl Snappy. I've made some amazing friends. Heather, Summer, Mandy. I've met Kelly, and Kelly is just the sweetest person you've ever met in your whole life. Like, not on time for things, but she's definitely the sweetest person you've ever met. Oops, sorry about that. Is there a fund me typing things? Be okay if you shared to your Facebook? Absolutely. I'll probably have Heather post the links in the chat afterwards, because she's good at that and I am not. Because to be completely honest, I've needed everyone's help so many times, and I just have to ask for one last time, so that way we can get my dad. We can band together. Quirkopolis, so good to see you. Fat Grammy, send what I could, Liz. We filed the Obolinski law. Yes, he loves that. I love telling him about that, but I will definitely let him know that it's officially been filed, so that way people like Serge don't have this happen again.
Hi. Do you want me to help read? To give your lungs a break? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm not camera ready, and I'm going to be looking like an old person reading them. So
I'm old. And for the person that sent me the email that Coffin Dodger is insulting, Coffin Dodger to me means someone that is nearly escaped death. Put a 1 in the chat. If you know someone, or if you've nearly escaped death, put a 1 in the chat. Like, honestly, I just need to know.
1. If you've made it to be elderly and healthy, you are one of the luckiest people on this planet.
Yeah.
And a t-shirt shouldn't offend you. I'm just saying.
Because realistically, I almost, not even 2 months ago, I was in the hospital trying not to die. Trying my best not to die. But so all of you that have a 1 in the comment, go get a Coffin Dodger shirt, because you dodged the coffin. Go get one.
Or a jacket.
There's so many things, and Candy's Life. Yes.
You look freaking beautiful. Aw, thanks.
Yes.
I feel exhausted. But excited as all get out.
Okay, Fat Grammy, you're amazing. Thank you so much to watch, but I'll replay on your Obolinski news. Yes, Freebird. We will replay all of the amazing news, all of the amazingness.
I'm supposed to be reading these, Liz, remember?
Sorry.
Mandy, did you lose your glasses, Liz?
Yes. I was so
The mic's
excited
on.
when I left the Lord. Yeah, you should be happy that the mic's on. I could have been talking for the last 30 minutes and not known that my mic wasn't on until you guys told me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Indigo Twin got the paunch it. It will protect you from the world's BS.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I know Heather's made some amazing gear in there. The Pearl Fest stuff is still up because people have been asking for Pearl Fest, so that way they can support Pearl. We're going to do everything we possibly can. Selfless, hopefully, will go live soon. I'm hoping that we get to see some more of his drum solos because let's be real, guys. We need all the positivity we can, everyone being there for each other and everyone banding together. I need to find out where my glasses went. Yeah.
Sophia, Liz, we need to get you an old people glasses chain.
Probably. So that way I can just have them around my neck. So that way, no matter what,
We'll have to get one that's all beaded so it looks really, really like an old person's.
right? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'll rock anything. If someone wants to make me one, I'll rock it. Try
Liz,
using a link.
Has anybody else had problems? Has anybody else been able to get through the Venmo? Oh, the one in the pinned comment is broken. That's weird.
Well, that's weird.
So don't use the broken one. Use the one that's in chat.
Here, how's that? Heather helped me earlier because let's be realistic, guys. I am not technically savvy. I am book smart. You want to ask me about, Oh, it works now. Okay. Perfect.
Yay.
Perfect. Yeah, a Pokemon one. I will rock a Pokemon one. I saw that one.
Get progressive so you don't have to take them off and put on to read. I have progressives and I just took them off to read.
I have them, but I just don't know where they are, to be completely honest, everyone. I was so excited after all the lawyer stuff that I literally, and I know she might still be in the chat, the amazing hat that one of the amazing people in this chat bought me while I was at the Viper Room cheering on Laura. And I stayed as long as I possibly could, but it started getting crowded and then it makes it hard for me to breathe. Okay, so I'm going to talk to Claire Headley tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yes, that is awesome and it's amazing. Okay, just got that notification. So yes.
Karen Hall, I sew decorations for wreaths and want to make you a Pokemon and Pokemon ball. That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Thank you. We did have another I had I've not gotten my Rodney from my rainbow Rodney yet from Maryland, but as soon as I do, I will definitely let you know. I had another Rodney that was a Pokeball Rodney, but unfortunately I forgot to dust for a while, as in like I had some really, the best way I can explain it is I had laxed on the white gloving, and so then spiders were living in it. So besides Carrie burning down the house, I had to get rid of it because we don't like spiders.
No. Question, can you comment on what the lawyer will be able to do? Non-US, so not clear to me.
Okay, so basically what that means is he will have a set of questions that he has to answer truthfully and honestly, like who's the president, things like that. It'll be common questions, and that if he answers any of them wrong, then they can basically state that he is not competent to be on his own. If he's not competent to be on his own, then I can get basically legal like where I would
Power of
own the
attorney.
legal information, where his medical, himself, all of that information would fall upon me. And then his family member that housed him would be able to take him to doctors, get a roof over his head, show all that information, but we would get him out of the cult. Get him out. That is the trick, is getting him out. So hopefully that answers the non-US, because you have to be able to answer all that information without any kind of ramifications. You have to be able to answer all of them legally. It's just like when someone has special needs and they can't do certain things for themselves, you have to get power of attorney, you get medical proxy. Sorry, there was a whole bunch of legal jargon that was thrown at me today, so I had to look up a whole bunch of words. So like a conclusion to protocol. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Did I do that right?
And so like a concussion protocol. So like when you get a concussion, that's one of the things they do to make sure that you are okay.
Oh, okay.
Is what
Okay.
year is it? Where are you? Who's the
Yeah.
president?
Who's the president? You know,
Indigo
you had to
twin.
work there. I'll stop.
Comment. You had to word clear the legalese. That's the same thing I thought too.
Yep.
Kraken Studio, being totally sarcastic here, but have the nation probably is a little confused right now about who the president is. I figured you could use a little levity. LOL. Stacey Toms, how is the lawyer going to be able to get him out to ask those questions?
Basically, he doesn't have to be served. Just someone at Scientology has to be served. And basically what will happen is a court case gets set up. Once that court case gets set up, then he goes on, he can either show up and answer the questions, or if he doesn't show up, then I automatically win. But either which way, I'll be getting the lawyer will be basically doing everything that they need to do, including putting the publication in the paper with the information, because they have to get a judge to give us permission to publicize it. And then once the judge says, yes, go ahead and put this in the paper, then we're going to put it in the Los Angeles Times. I'm going to reach out to every news station I can possibly think of. I'm going to ask for help reaching out to news stations, so that way get as much focus as we can on this court case. And if that means that I go back down to LA, I don't have to because of my own medical conditions, but the lawyer will have to. And the good part is this lawyer has an office also in Los Angeles, or a partnership also in Los Angeles. So that works out beautifully. Oh God. Ooh. Still shaking, guys.
Take a break.
Still shaking.
Woosah.
I know.
A king's kid. This could unify the survivors and protesters.
Yes, it can. It absolutely can. It absolutely can. Because literally, if we can stand together and get parents out, that's the win. That's the win. Because if we can get parents out, then we can get kids out. If we can get kids out, can COS prep him on the questions? They're not going to be told the standard. They're not going to be told the questions, because that's something that the legal office can make. It can, with help of a psychiatrist and a psychologist, they have the questions. So they can prompt him and prep him for a lot of things. But if he doesn't remember them on the stand because he is 73 years old, let's be realistic. He doesn't turn 74 until November. So he's 73. How many 73-year-olds, can answer like 20, 30 questions without having a misstep to any of them?
Well, especially somebody who's in their
Been in a
70s
cult.
and has been in a cult. And last time we saw him was outside in the
Digging
summer
ditches.
heat, digging ditches, doing hard labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and considering that his mom had taken her own life, she was dying of MS. His father died of brain cancer. One of his brothers, has had some serious medical stuff. And yeah. And where was he? Bet you they didn't even tell him that his brothers were sick or that his sisters were sick. Nothing. You know, he could think that I'm dead for all we know, but I'm not giving up. And he had a chance to get me to stop. All he had to do was call me and I would stop. And they won't let him do that. You know, and realistically, we just have to keep fighting the fight and do what we need to do. Band together. That means everyone on Reddit. That means everyone in the chats. Band together. If you see someone's going live, let everyone know. Tell everyone you know what's going on. If we can get people to watch this and help contribute, then the faster we get those funds raised, the faster that we'll do anything. And if anything, if by some, you know, knock on wood, we aren't able to raise the funds, then I will put all of that money into the foundations.
I don't understand why they won't let the elderly go. They don't want to take care of them.
No, but they don't want the information that those elderly people have getting out. Because think about it. If they're getting Social Security, that's money. That's a guaranteed paycheck. And they'll spend it. My dad most likely could be collecting Social Security since he was 65, based upon the time that he's worked and his military service. Based upon that information, that's a guarantee. Like, let's say $500. What if it's $500 a month for the past, you know, almost, you know, 10 years? That adds up to a lot of money, guys. That adds up to a lot of money. So realistically, yeah.
Question, I don't want to be a downer, but if you can answer all the questions, what happens?
We go from there. We go from there because I'm not stopping the fight. And Fiona, whatever we have to do, you know, we'll do it. We will do it to get him out, because one person out means more out. Every single person out means more out. Okay, hold on. Just got another message. Okay.
That Grammy, the lawyer will be able to make sure Scientology hasn't filed for
Nothing's been filed
conservatory.
for him.
Can you?
Yeah, nothing's been filed for him. And go ahead. They can try. I'm going to fight it with everything that I've got, if they even did.
Donna Hannah, Liz, I think it's more like 1,000 at least.
1,000 what?
I'm not sure.
Okay. What do you
Easy.
do if he doesn't want to? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what do you do if he doesn't want to leave?
He could have told me at any point in time.
Well, and
Could have
if he's found incompetent, then, I mean, honestly, the person who has power of attorney makes those decisions, sadly, if it's against what he wants. But, I mean, that's a bridge you'll have to cross when you get there.
Yeah. We'll cross every bridge that we have to, but we'll do this as a family, united and together. Each and every single one of us banding together, whether it be the protesters. You know, I heard Danny might be in the hospital. Danny, get better so that we can get your voice back out there. You know, if you can send some love to Danny, please definitely do so. And nobody is being a downer by letting me know questions, because questions are just that. Their questions are things that maybe I haven't thought of, or maybe that I don't know yet. Yep, Social Security. That will help him, but his family is ready and able to help. He has a sister in New York. He has an uncle. He's got brothers. He's got another sister in Santa Cruz. He's got family. And each and every one of them can help. It's going to be more than $500 for his benefits, especially if he has military. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just speculating, like, if that's the amount, because I don't have his Social Security number, but we have all of the other documentation to help move forward.
Yeah, this could be any one of us, never in or survivors. We all have this fight with you.
Yes, we all do. Stand together, stand united, stand up and say enough is enough. You've taken enough from me, Scientology. You've taken enough. Okay? Nobody should want to jump off a building. Nobody should be so scared that their life can't move forward. Nobody should be spit on. Nobody should be forced to eat rice and beans. Nobody should be living off $47 paying for their soap, their shampoo, their conditioner, any of the body washes, unscented deodorant. Because let's be real, guys, any unscented items are more expensive than the scented items.
Well, even taking all that horrible stuff out, nobody should be forced to listen to that awful music all the time. Oh,
24 hours
that's
a day.
special kind of torture. Phew.
Yeah, they can listen to Laura. Make them listen to Laura. I'll listen to Laura 24 hours a day. Every single day of the week, I will. Every single day of the bloody week, I will listen to Laura singing and the emotions that she shows every single day.
If I have to hear Flag is here one more time. Indigo Twin, comment, sending a hug to the littles inside all the SPTV creators. You are hard. You are loved. I think that's you are heard. You are loved. We'll get your family back.
Yes. Yes.
Comment, Liz, my question isn't meant to bring you down. It's great news. I want to walk outside my front door and scream to Australia this great news. Free Bob Ferris from Fiona.
Fiona, nothing will bring me down. I'm so excited right now. Nothing could possibly bring me down. The fact that we have someone willing to just fight Scientology, literally fight, that's a win. That's a win in my book every single day of the week. Every single day of the week.
Peter, Liz Ferris, your father's social security number should be on his DD 214. He's right, because I just had to deal with that with my father after he passed.
Okay.
So if you have
I'll
his,
go through all those documents.
yeah,
Because I had to get a bunch of documents from the military to be able to show that he is a veteran.
Yep.
Yeah, rice and beans are not a meal. That's right, Candy. Rice and beans are not a meal.
Unless it's Zatarain's, ooh la la.
Satter who's?
Zatarain's? It's
What's
like New
Satter?
Orleans style rice and beans, and it has like sausage, and it's good. It's really good.
I'll have to take your word for it because I haven't had that. And anything from New Orleans usually has shrimp in it, and I'm not trying to die.
This doesn't have shrimp in it because I don't like fish. Come on, chat. Zatarain's? It's delightful.
You could apply for VA benefits. Yes.
Question, is this how Rosemary got out?
No, Rosemary got out because, knock on wood, Rosemary was in the hospital and her son was notified that she was in the hospital, and he went down there and with some friends and got her out. And then they were together and they've been inseparable ever since.
I got you, Heather. Thanks, Mandy. Meow. Donna Hannah. Fat Grammy, thanks. Now I'm hungry. You're right with the name. It comes in a box.
Nice.
Now we're all hungry.
I know I'm starving, and I'm gonna have some split pea soup, guys, because I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to slim down my girlish figure. Maybe not be a linebacker, but maybe a quarterback.
You're no one's linebacker. No one puts Liz in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Right. It's a great movie.
Oh, the sun just set. I can finally see my screen. This is exciting.
You can finally see your screen. Nice.
Mandy, what are your top 5 Pokemon? Well, I know her top 2. Her top one is Mewtwo.
Top one is Mewtwo.
Second is Charmander.
Yep. And technically it's Charizard. So my favorite is
evolved
Mewtwo,
version.
Charizard, which is the fully evolved version, and then we've got Pikachu. Love Pikachu. War Turtle is one of my favorites, but I also love. Where is it?
It's funny because she loves the evolved ones, the ones I love, because they're so adorable and they say stuff like Squirtle, Squirtle. Oh, what is it?
Oregon.
Porygon. That's it.
Yep.
That's a cool
And this
one.
was
He
given
all
to me
moves
by
funny.
DOA, and he didn't even know it was one of my favorites.
Aw.
Didn't even know.
Squirtle. Squirtle.
Mhm. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Every little tiny bit helps, I promise. Thank you
Yay,
so very
Terry.
much. Welcome to the family. If you are also part of the family, welcome to the friends and family. That's what we're here for. We're here to support each other, show unity, band together, and stand tall for each other.
Remember to say thank you if you got one of the gifted memberships. Kindness is free.
Absolutely. Kindness is free. It is totally free, guys. All right. So does anybody have any questions that I have not yet answered, or any questions for Heather, also part of the Cultology, because they are having a competition, guys. There's a competition between Cultology, Crazy Love is Love, and they're trying to see who can get to the 3,000 watch hours. So literally go stream them, show them a little bit of love, stream them both, not just one. You got to stream them both, because I'm not picking sides on this. I don't pick sides. My side is any side against Scientology.
Cultology more.
Yeah. Well, that's because you are Cultology. Okay.
Crazy Love is amazing. Go make sure to watch all of her stuff.
Let's see, Sophia, I always loved Mewtwo because he did the best in impossible circumstances and chooses love. Yes. And I find myself very relatable to Mewtwo because basically grew up in a lab, and that's how I feel. Like I grew up in a lab, and it was Scientology's lab of how we can warp and twist your head. And now I'm going through deprogramming and everything else under the sun, moon, and stars, and dealing with medical on top of that.
That's funny because I relate to Snorlax the most. That's why he's my favorite.
Snorlax is good though.
He sleeps for a month and gets up just to eat and then goes back to sleep. It's amazing. It's totally my perfect life.
Yep.
Thanks, Marina. But Crazy Love is amazing. I adore her face.
Yes. Terry, thank you so very much for the additional 5 friends and family memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you so very, very much. So very much. Welcome everyone to the family. And if you got one, don't forget to say thank you. Mary, losing cell service. Have a good night, everyone. Absolutely. Mary, email me, please, when you can. Yep. Save Bob Ferris. Absolutely, Roberta. Thank you so very, very much. Hey, look at you. Good.
I'm like, I'm on an iPhone. Why isn't it working?
But everyone's saying goodnight to you, Mary. So thank you so very much.
Save Bob Ferris. Did you just find out today that a lawyer would take your case?
Yes. Everyone else was basically giving me the Scientology. Like if it wasn't against Scientology, maybe. But then all of a sudden I finally got someone that was like, you know what? No. What you went through is unacceptable. The things that you've had to live through and endure is unacceptable. The shit that you've gone through, unacceptable. And if this is happening to him, if this was happening to my father, this is what I would do too. And so, yeah.
There was a huge graffiti Snorlax painted under a bridge near where I live.
Should send a picture. Send a picture. Irrelevant Panda, send her a picture. She'll love that.
I love Snorlax. Sending love from Perth, Australia. So excited for you. Thanks, Anne.
Thank you so very much. Me too.
I just got goosebumps. Mm-hmm.
Hit the wrong button. I do it all the time. I've spelled my name wrong so many times. That's why you do this. This is what I do at the DMV. It's Ferris, Ferris, or Ferris wheel, take off the wheel.
Everyone put a 1 in chat if you know that we're getting Bob out.
Yes.
this is happening.
This is serious. This is serious now, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that that's what we're doing. Oh, Mandy was the first. Chrissy Never in Newton, Marina, Sparkna. Oh,
1.
that's right. Blow up the ones. Blow up those ones. Let's take back the 1-1 comment. That let's take it all back. You're not covertly hostile. You know that, you know, we're getting someone out of that horrible cult. Horrible cult.
And hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet, please.
Yes.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget to smash that like, hit subscribe, show a little bit of love. Okay. Yep. It forces Scientology's hand, Sophia. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So to everyone that's able to help, thank you so very, very much. Is anybody live right now? Do we know if anybody's live?
I can't look and be on here at the same time, or else I totally would. Laura's live.
Laura's live. Okay, so let me do this because we are going to send everyone over. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's show this woman some love.
You can drop me off if you want.
No, I'll leave you there for right now.
Okay.
Unless you're embarrassed to be around me.
No. Far from it. I adore your face.
I adore your face.
Aw.
There's the link for Laura's chat. And let's do this.
Move. It's an insane thing to just be doing. You're literally becoming a mentally ill person because you're allowing people and yourself to do this to yourself. Auditing is manipulative hypnosis. Auditing is illegal. If you have children auditing or receiving auditing, it's illegal. It's a cult. Scientology is a scam.
Truth.
Yeah, I know. That was funny. It's like another Scientologist. Yeah, yeah. Stay back in the shade. Ooh. 3
And if you
minutes.
guys,
I feel like we
Okay,
should go
so
up.
everybody, just how we always
Yeah,
start
let's
this
go.
is how we will end this. So we will wave to you guys. We will say thank you. Go show Laura some love. And we will end it the same way we always do with Laura FM.
So now